What is going on, guys? It is Laker Nation all day. You know how we do in here. It's all about us. And yes, the game's not over, but the Lakers have won, right? The Lakers have won. LeBron just got a big time dunk, big time poster in the fourth quarter. And really, that sealed us the game, even though there's still a minute left. And obviously, there's still some game. I get all of that. But the Lakers finally won a game. They finally won a game, and the haters will want to say, well, it's just against the Rockets. Well, the Rockets stink. Well, the Rockets are on a losing streak. So what? Well, my point is, through all the adversity this Laker team has been through, COVID, injuries, multiple lineups, even COVID to your coach, Frank Vogel is still out, right? Trying to experiment with different players, different lineups, getting hardship players like Jamirio Jones, Darren Collison, Isaiah Thomas, Stanley Johnson, just to name a few. It's so hard to win games. It's so hard to get consistency. It's so hard to actually live up to their potential. And I know that the Lakers just beat the 10-24 Rockets. My thing is, we lost 5 in a row, okay? And it was honestly looking like I don't even know if we were going to win a game until we got our full team back. And we're still missing a bunch of players. Don't get this wrong. Like, we are still missing Austin Reeves, okay? We are still missing Trevor Ariza. We are still missing Kendrick Nunn. We are still missing Rajon Rondo. We are still missing Frank Vogel. We are still missing Kent Bazemore. So there's so much that we are still missing. But slowly but surely, like I mentioned in the last recap video, we will get our players back, we will get back on track, and we will start developing the consistency and the win streak that we had going back then, prior to COVID. I think we can get back in this thing. But let me just go ahead and just get into the game because, Malik Monk, so far, 25 points. I've said time and time again, Malik Monk is our guy. He is going to be our future 2 guard. When I see Malik Monk, he just has that swagger to him, that attitude, that I am hungry, I want to win kind of attitude. And that is the kind of energy that we've been missing throughout this whole 5-game losing streak. We did not have Malik Monk. And Malik Monk makes the world's difference, right? Being able to create his own shot, being able to drive into the basket, being able to make big stops when it matters most. I mean, Malik Monk, and most importantly, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Because the Lakers were once again trashed from the free throw line. But Malik Monk was the only good player who shot well from the free throw line. So good for him. Good for the Lakers that they got Malik Monk back. And that's a big, big deal. LeBron James, once again, another big game. But he didn't have to carry like he did these other games. Yes, he had 28, 9, and 11. And if you look at the stats, that might suggest that he's carrying. But he played a lot of minutes off the ball. He played minutes at the center position, right? He went down low in the post. He made easy threes that were dished off by Russ and by other key players. So what I'm simply saying is, even though LeBron had an impressive stat line, he did not necessarily carry the Lakers. I'm looking at players like Malik Monk and Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and Avery Bradley. They all did their thing. And I'm not going to sit here and say LeBron carried us, because he didn't. He just played fantastic. And this is what I love seeing, is that we don't need LeBron playing or putting up 38 a game, because simply he does not need to if our team is back. So LeBron James, once again, just playing amazing. Fourth quarter, just close the case, and once again leading our team to another good game. Russell Westbrook, he got a lot of criticism last game for shooting 4 of 20, and I've been defending him ever since. That is just one bad game. And Russell Westbrook, this entire season for the most part, has been playing pretty well. So why is he getting criticized? It's because these LeBron bandwagoners keep on suggesting to trade players whenever their king is not winning. And my point is, Russell Westbrook has played pretty well this entire season, a 22-point triple-double with a bunch of offensive rebounds, key rebounds which led to second chance opportunities for a LeBron, for an Avery Bradley, for a Malik Monk. So Russell Westbrook is that guy as well. And if he could just keep on getting his groove on with us, we are a dangerous team. Stanley Johnson, we need to sign him for the rest of the year. Personally, I like him more than Kent Bazemore. The effort that he shows, right? The energy, the hustle, right? 9 points. I know he shot 3 of 8, but 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Pretty good. Pretty solid. He's a good defender, a great hustler, right? He rebounds the ball. He is just aggressive, brings that energy, that intensity to the game. So I think we need to sign Stanley Johnson to a longer-term deal. And then Avery Bradley coming back from COVID protocol. Big big reason why we won this game, right? Making clutch defensive plays, making clutch three-point shots, making the mid-range when it mattered most. I mean, Avery Bradley, we've seen it from other years, right? We needed Avery Bradley, and once we got him back, then you can start to see some more defensive consistency. So Avery Bradley, Malik Monk, Stanley Johnson, I love those three for what they do on defense. And then Carmelo Anthony, 24 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, this is why I said LeBron did not carry. He played extremely well, but LeBron didn't have to carry because Carmelo went for 24, Malik Monk went for 25, Russ went for 23, and Bradley went for 14. So what I'm simply saying is Carmelo had an amazing game. And he was someone off the bench who can come out and just give you instant offense. Post, with a fadeaway, with a three-point shot, whatever the case is. And he made some clutch defensive plays when they needed it. So what I'm saying is that this Laker team, we're back. The Lakers are back, and I understand that it's just the Rockets, but like I've said before, when your team is ridiculed with COVID protocols, right? With injuries to AD and to Kendrick Nunn, I mean, it is just so hard to find consistency. And you heard it from LeBron himself, right? Usually he's not patient with these kind of things. But he even acknowledged, listen, we haven't even had the same starting lineup and bench rotations this entire season. But that's obviously because of the injuries and the COVID. And LeBron understands that. So LeBron's going to do whatever it takes to get us in the right direction. And slowly but surely, we're getting our players back. And that is what is important. You know, winning 132 to 123, obviously you want to see some better effort on the defensive end. But we had our spurts on defense, right? We had our moments. On offense, scoring 132 points. I don't care who it's against. If you score 132 points, your offense is doing something right. And I'm just excited because it's been a while since the Lakers won, right? And it was upsetting because we all acknowledge that the Lakers took a major step back because of the COVID, because of injuries. And getting this win hopefully could steer them in the right direction. Next game is against Memphis tomorrow, so that's a big, big game. Hopefully we can win that one. But that's honestly it for this one, man. I mean, we didn't necessarily shoot that well from the free throw line, but our three-point shooting, our field goal shooting, I thought we did much better in terms of taking care of the ball better. We only had 12 turnovers, and just overall, I thought we sealed the deal when it mattered most, and that was the fourth quarter. We did not come out flat in the third, right? And we just took care of business. I mean, I was about to say, if we lost this game, yes, this is an inexcusable loss, regardless of how many COVID cases you have, how many injuries you have. But they took care of business, and that is all that matters. A win is a win, and the Lakers are back. I'm excited to see what this team can do because I believe if they fulfill their utmost potential, they can win a championship. I've always believed that. So, yeah, that's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, comment down below what your guys' thoughts were, and subscribe more. Alright, guys? Peace out, and go Lakers.